The Civil War in Sierra Leone. Who was fighting? These rebels were a group known as the National Patriotic Front of Liberia, NPFL, and commanded by Charles Taylor. The Army of Sierra Leone was attacked by the NPFL and also the Revolutionary United Front. Sierra Leone is bordered by Guinea, Liberia, and the Atlantic Ocean. Breaking news is now coming in from Heidi and Sam Hunter. We sent some of our guys down into Sierra Leone just to get an idea on what's happening. Sam, are you there? Go.
It seems bad out here, Heidi, but I have seen some wild animals.
You're in Freetown right now. Tell us, what's going on? What do you see?
Yeah, Heidi, I'm here in Freetown, and it is not looking good. There are buildings being burnt down, people are crying, hospitals are closed, and the RUF is hurting many men, women, and children. This needs to get out there more.
This video shows live footage of people in Freetown during the time of the Civil War. The war started out in tribal areas of the country. As the years went on, many tribes were taken over, killed, taunted, and hurt. Soon enough, the Army of Sierra Leone, which consisted of young boys who wanted to kill the people of the RUF, made it to the cities, including Freetown. During these times of violence, the RUF and Army threw tear gas, grenades, and fired machine guns at innocent civilians. In the Army, young soldiers got hooked on drugs, including marijuana, cocaine, and brown, which was a mixture of cocaine and gunpowder. The Civil War began on March 23rd of 1991 and ended on January 18th of 2002. As children were in the Army fighting for their country, the decade-long war in Sierra Leone began in 1991 as a revolt against a long-standing dictatorship. The war was fueled by wealth from diamonds located in the east of the country, where the Rebel United Front, RUF, was the strongest. Wow, there's more breaking news from Colin and Heidi. Let's hear what they have to say. We sent Colin down to see the borders of Guinea. Colin, what's going on? What do you see?
Yes, Heidi, it's really getting out of hand down here. It takes a few days to get from here to Freetown. It's really not safe. We've interviewed a few people from Sierra Leone to give us details about how they got here.
Can you give us any insight on what's happening?
Yeah, some walked, some took buses plated black, so the RUF and Army didn't shoot and kill them. But the worst part is to get past the checkpoints to get here, they had to have been stripped of all their valuables and money. Even with all the official documents, the need to get out of Sierra Leone is real. I haven't seen half of it.
Just like Colin said, to get past the checkpoints, guards would take official documents and make you give them money, otherwise you risk being sent back. It was hard for people to come to terms with the fact that people were fighting for their own country, and they were also stripping their own people for money. Rehab was a big thing for kids in the war if you were lucky. They spent months, sometimes even years in rehab. But without a family coming to pick them up and take them, they risked being sent back to the front lines. During the time in rehabilitation, they suffered withdrawals, injuries, violence, and severe depression. The actions of the soldiers were worse than anyone could have thought. Sierra Leoneans were proud of being born in their country. The tall mountains and the rich soil and the diamonds made them want to be from there. But with the way the soldiers were treating civilians, there was no reason to be proud. Rape, sexual slavery, and forced marriages were placed during the conflict. The majority of assaults were carried out by the RUF. The Armed Forces Revolutionary Council, the Civil Defense Forces, and the Sierra Leone Army have also been a part in the sexual violence. The economy in Sierra Leone was also impacted dramatically. The civil war that ravaged the small West African nation was the setup for a huge displacement of people within Sierra Leone, leading to a downturn in the economy that left almost 75% of the population living in extreme poverty. Sierra Leone's main export is diamonds. We sent Sam Hunter out into the tribal areas of Sierra Leone. Sam, what do you see out there?
Yes, Heidi, as you can see, there really is nothing left. There's barely even buildings. The only thing we can see is dogs digging through what's left.